Welcome back, guys. Here's part 2 of Warheads by Link's Emperor Edition campaign. Right, back where we started. First of all, let's get these skill ups out of the way. Bit of authority, I believe. Oh, that's nice. I like it when they've already got the cultural conversion skill. What's this guy? Yeah, okay. Not a big deal. Just double check on my spies. They're still doing shiz. I see Armenia's actually taken Hatra. That's absolutely fine if they can hold it. Again, Parthia has been a bit of a no-show so far, so I'll have to see. I mean, I imagine territory goes all the way back to... yeah. Strange. Oh well. Let's sneaky spy in here. Yep, that looks pretty clear. Yes. Should take a Jura then. Actually, first of all, there's these scallywags. It didn't do too well against my garrison. I might as well, yep, fend them off. Now, I probably want to recruit a few more from counterattacks. Not really a big deal. That'll be fine. Oops. Do not want any mercenaries just yet. So let's check the upkeep. So 120, 140. I could do with some cheap units. Vigilate. Velite would be pretty decent. Let's grab some of those guys. It's 4, isn't it? Yep. Did that yesterday. It's bright and early in the morning now, so I'm feeling a little bit fresher. Last night I recorded about close to midnight, I think. I was feeling a tiny bit tired. Not really worth assaulting. I'm just going to auto-resolve. No more skill ups. Right, okay. No, he wasn't in my family. So let's see. Yep. More melee, please. Some more zeal. I normally play with the traits and toadies mod, so I'm not quite used to vanilla just yet. Again, I probably want some happiness or culture in this slot. So I'm going to get rid of this farm. As useful as being able to eat is. Ah, right. Let's get rid of you. They've not been tremendously helpful. You weren't tremendously helpful in the first place. You nearly snuck away as well. Just going to see if there's any additional levy troops, slingers. Terribly exciting. Let's not worry about that. That's for that's my Egyptian death stack, you know. Look at that. That's formidable. Hey, I finally got my population bonus. So let's grab Field of Mars. Could probably do turning you into a garrison. So it's my sort of border, I suppose, with Lepidus. Just fortify it a little bit. Right, what's going on in the rest of the world? Yeah, so Pontus has sort of declared war on Galatia, and I've entered war on Galatia's side, just because I kind of want to recruit heavy Galatian swordsmen later on, if at all possible. Come on, red. Show me that red building. Right. Not gonna happen. It's fine. How far am I off champion? Yep. Why haven't I been recruiting champions? Because I'm an idiot. What have we got here? Military training, very nice. Nope. Yeah, that's not really a big deal. There's probably not going to be too many agents floating around, so I might as well just grab this guy. It's fine. Over here, well, public order's looking a bit better with this massive plus 14 to public order return. That's pretty crazy. Funnily enough, over here is doing pretty well as well. Da-de-da. Can't see this one to be a trade harbour. This will be a war front, so I can imagine recruiting better ships would be good. Apollonia, I could use that for my shipwrights, and then I've got obviously both types of ship I can recruit from here, which makes a whole lot of sense. Food, not really bothered about food, and there's the public order. Let's see, money's tight. I should probably do getting another champion. Doom, mega stack. Now, you say you're pretty good at training? I don't know if I want to save that for a Western army though, when I'm fighting the other factions, the other Roman factions, I should say. But at the moment, anything that I recruit is going to be a bit rubbish. Although, I've got already up to the barracks. Yeah, I just don't want to burn all my money recruiting a massive legion over here that I haven't got use for just yet. I suppose I could do a bit of an invasion early on.
Ready for battle.
Backstab them before they backstab me, kind of thing. Yeah, well, we'll do that. I'll try and set aside some money starting from next turn. If they get there, yes. So he won't be able to join that army till next turn, that's fine. Should probably just double check if I had any yellow food buildings to give bonus experience. That's fine. Okay. So what have we got here? Da-de-da, that's fine. I think these legions are just kind of chilling. Death stack. There we go. That makes it easy to remember. Yeah. To be honest, just be very imaginative. I know. Illyria Part 2. Whatever. Yeah, because there was a sort of Celtic army floating around here. I'll grab these guys. Tell you what. I'll move him to donate some of these units to Marc Antony. Right, and we're researching, so I think we're okay for the next turn. Let's find out. Wow, I was kind of expecting there to be another skill point to assign there. But hooray, there is not. That dirty traitor Pompey. Hold up in Sicily. We'll get him though. We'll get him. Got some nice chocolate tea that I'm drinking. Unfortunately doesn't contain real chocolate as far as I can tell. But tastes good, makes me happy. Give an Englishman a nice cup of tea and he'll be fine. I mean, I haven't eaten for, the last 7 days, but as long as I've got a nice cup of tea, it's fine. Rebellion. Pish posh. Although it is kind of a big deal. Yeah. I'll deal with it when it springs up. Maybe Armenia will be generous and try and wipe it out. I just want to get this mess sorted. What's the garrison like? Well, that was their garrison for a moment. Oh, 0. That's fine by me. So 2 Eastern Spearmen, 2 Archers, 2 Mob. So what? 5 Eastern Spearmen, like 5 pretty weak infantry, 2 even weaker infantry. 1, 2, 3, about 4 missile units, cataphracts. I I mean, this should be fine, really. Let's do it. Just have to hope my legionaries don't take too much missile fire when they're fighting on the walls. If they sort of hold together reasonably well and just get the gate open, that's fine. Can legionaries throw fire torches whilst in Tetsudo? That'd be good to know. Because what I've been doing with patch 15, which I wouldn't have done previously on any other Total War, well, yes, for a reason, in other Total Wars, is rather than just sort of sending units in siege towers or ladders to the walls and just trying to win the fight there and then capture the gatehouse and let my troops in, I sort of do a attack on the walls and attack on the gate to try and burn it down at the same time. But with my infantry being a bit sparse, where do I want to attack from? And here's not terrible, I just sometimes attacking too near these gatehouses when you've got this arrow fire. I mean, towers are pretty ridiculous. I don't really mind it so much though for these big walled settlements. I mean, it kind of makes sense. What bothers me is with fortified armies. My goodness, how many kills those towers can rack up. It's kind of a bit silly. I mean, you can burn them with torches, but it's not. It's a bit buggy, to be honest. The pathfinding sort of messes up a little bit, so you have to sort of. That's gonna need to probably have to go around anyway. Ah, well. I wonder if we can fit 3 over here. Yeah, so the pathfinding's a bit buggy. You kind of have to babysit it a bit and micromanage it a bit more than you'd probably want to. But, you know, it's kind of Rome. Pathfinding, not bad, but not the best. Just a lovely, peaceful day, and a bit of a walkabout. What could go wrong, huh? Now I'm going to try and use my Velite to get ahead of the towers, or ladders I should say, I guess. Soak up some of this missile fire. I mean, Legionary's got a lot of armour, so it shouldn't be a big deal for them anyway, but, you know, whatever punishment they don't have to take. Also, the ladders, as long as you're facing the missiles dead on, kind of block a lot of shots. And as long as it's not fire... Oh, there's some fire ammunition. As long as it's not fire ammunition, you're fine! But, no, it's not the case. What have we got here? Oop. You try and weaken them up. That's fine. So 7 men lost so far in terms of infantry. Velites, who cares? Now, these guys have been on the ramparts, they're probably not really going to take very much damage at all. Hey, it's a bit more than I thought would lose, considering they're Syrian heavy archers, they will have armour. These units are still doing fine. Let's say 2 kills, 13, 8, 8. These guys are getting a bit battered. I don't want to use all my javelins in such a sort of futile really. So let's pull them back, hopefully before this guy routs. My goodness. Ouch, I actually thought a cavalry unit had caught them on the break which they're dying, but I'm guessing that's the Syrian archers. Right, I'm hoping this missile unit should rout pretty soon. Ah, archers down here to shoot up. Back him up. Does a... nope, no abilities on this general yet, because he's fresh out of the pack. You just need to hang on a bit longer. This tower's starting to be captured now, which is good. Let's get more view. Get more surface area, then attack. Yes, that's done the trick. Right, let's deal with these bloody archers. Get in there. Again, sometimes you have to use these move commands behind a unit to sort of force your unit into them. Otherwise they're just knick-knack, paddywhack around the bush a bit, if you get my meaning. Shaken, wavering, breaking. Kill those bloody archers, please. Right, what's down here on the ground? Sort of back in this town square or on these walls. Mob. Stay still. Eastern Spearman. Eastern Spearman. These are cataphracts, so I kind of want to be a bit wary of that. Probably want you to hang back for now until these other legions are free to help you. Again, I haven't played Rome a tremendous amount, so it'd be interesting to see how much this Tetsudo will actually help. Kind of want to lift your shields, guys. I'm pretty sure that's part of the formation. Now we've got this tower. The Mega Doom Tower is on my side. See if that does us any good. Not great. The sooner I can get my cavalry in here to help, the better, really. Come on, they got bloody fish knives. Shaken though. Missile range. Right, don't have time to chase down archers and lose a load of men, strangely. So I'll have to turn my back to him. Ugh. Right, now run again. I was just trying to turn to get my shields blocking some of these shots, but it's probably a bit futile, to be honest. Doo-doo, that's an interesting name. Come on, route. I know you want to route. I've probably been a bit too reckless with these units. Actually, just standing here neutralising this will be decent for now. Right, are these archers dead yet? Fantastic, good job. So we're no longer under archer fire, as soon as I can see, and this guy's throwing javelins, which is helpful. Point blank javelins. These wicker shields doing a pretty good job blocking a lot of them. General off to try and bring these guys into his zone of influence. A bit more morale. Good stuff. Fortunately, he doesn't have any abilities I can be using. Ah, so that Valete unit did rout. Fair enough. Whoa, you just take a little walk there. Calm down, desert's pretty hot. Mob and Eastern Spearmen. I think these guys, as depleted as they are, should probably win that. This is something I found myself having to do a lot of in Medieval 2. Units would do this kind of blob thing and not really sort of get involved, as it were. Well, you have to do it in Rome too, but I don't think it's anywhere as bad as I used to find it in Medieval. I don't know if I've just got used to it or what, but yeah. You guys are knackered, so you take a little rest, I'll tell you what. I need you for this attack here. I'll use you and this fresh unit here. That's orange already. So destroy you, shatter. I don't think it's going to be quite this easy when it's legionary on legionary. Fire at will. I don't want you guys to splooge all your ammo just yet. Don't really care if these guys don't rout fully. It's like a really damaged mob unit that has to get past towers that I control. Not a big deal. Who under fire from? Well, these mob are already wavering as the mega towers are wiping out. This guy doesn't look very impressed though. Oh, just look kind of disappointed. As I look at all these feeders, my team so noob. Oh, there he goes. Right, let's put him out of his misery. You could just stand here and die slowly, or you could back away from the towers. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Whatever you want. So I believe we've just got these catrafracts to be dealing with now. Which, you know, my obviously superior cavalry will deal with in a jiffy. What I probably need to do is I need to pin them with my legionaries and then recharge them with my cav. So let's bring you guys over here. You guys here. Wonder if I can bait them forward, so that'd make life a little bit easier. Yep, here we go. Kinda maybe, thinking about it. Let's get a little bit close. If you could just come over here, get range of my javelins, that would be fantastic. Yeah. I don't know if there's going to be enough distance for these guys to get a full-on charge, but hell, that'll do me just fine, I think. Right, get into formation. Let's give it a shot. Shaken. Okay. Doing pretty well. Oops. Okay, there we go. Took a few more casualties here and here than I probably should have, but yeah, all in all pretty fine. Gaius Chicken did pretty well, considering his name. Yeah, those Syrian archers got a decent number of kills. That's what to be expected when they're mostly firing upon unarmoured veletae. And sort of shooting, and if they get any sort of shots into the back of the legionaries, I imagine they do decently well as well. My goodness, this tea is delicious. Ah. It's kind of awful. I mean, I've always just been like, you know, tea is tea. Comes in a little tea bag, chuck it in, mug, hot water, done. But at Christmas, my sister actually got me one of these sort of loose leaf tea kind of tool things. Well, basically, you can make loose leaf tea, and I thought, well, I have to buy some tea to use with this. Otherwise, it's just a piece of metal crap that's going to sit in the kitchen forever. I did, and then I kind of got addicted to loose leaf tea, and now I've kind of overnight turned into a bit of a tea snob. But at the same time, I'm like a really obnoxious one, because I still don't really know what I'm talking about, so you know, I'd best stay off the topic of conversation, as I would show my ignorance. Good stuff. Arsenius Polo, huh? It's got a skill point, which is fantastic. Arsenius Polo. So, I believe, yep, not my family. Screw that guy. I mean, I should probably try and keep a balance, I guess. Okay. Let's get him some gravitas. I mean, all of these produce gravitas, but in my head, going down the authority route always leads to more gravitas. Because I've been playing with traits and abilities, not sure if that assumption still holds true. Let's give it a go and see. Let's see, wounding agents. To be honest, with so many factions that I'm at war with on my border, there's probably going to be quite a few agents, so it's not a bad thing having better defense against agents. Right. Let's convert all this useless stuff into some good, honest Roman buildings. See, by using that army by itself, I was kind of hoping maybe I could use Legion 2 to double back here, deal with this rebellion. But public order here is pretty shocking as well. Screw it, I might as well have him within range. And then he can easily nip back here, and there's a rebellion here invariably. So, let's send a spy over here, but the east is, apart from Pontus sort of backstabbing the coalition as it were, east is getting pretty stable. Don't want to push my luck by saying that, but yes, public order. As far as I remember, this needs a lot of public order as well. Yes, that's quite close to rebellion. Yeah, this is sort of figuring itself out. That's fine. Yeah, that's temple starting soon, which will help a little bit. I can start recruiting cavalry here next turn. So yes, or this turn. Hate to lower the public order. Not a tremendously big deal. Start the training. Ordinarily, I would recruit the more. I'd normally get the cavalry last because the upkeep cost is generally higher than infantry, but in this case, it's actually lower. But again, I can't really get cavalry until this level 3 horse settlement is finished. So let's just grab some infantry. Damn the costs. I should have 2 additional units about to be delivered. This is all just going fine. I mean, yeah, I could probably do with getting a champion recruited here or here, just sort of making public order a lot easier to figure out. So I'm probably going to go into more of a defensive role over here and just try and hold this area approximately, and then I can send back a more serious legion to start mopping up these traitors. So the client states they're not satrapies, so they shouldn't be at war with. Yeah. Do like me some satrapies. Again, it's winter, public order's going to be pretty dire. Yep, let's get on with it next turn. Entry intelligence, counterintelligence. I don't I don't really like powering up coercion and sort of converting all the enemy agents and ending up with like more agents than I have armies. It's a bit. It feels a little bit cheesy to me. I don't know. That's just my sort of opinion on it. I could just be wrong, but I don't like to play like that, so I won't. Ah, here we go. Is that from Charax? Yeah, the old mercenary come back. Don't really want to lose these guys, but again, probably not worth not auto resolving, so I don't really care. Fine. Whatever. Fair enough. I mean, kind of like there was a point when I used to always have 2 to 4 ballista in each army, and it was kind of a bit ridiculous. I think it's not as bad as it was because the AI is a bit better and it won't just sort of passively sit there and be destroyed by ballista fire. But I still have a big reservation towards building them. They felt pretty OP at the time, but you know, things change. So that's a pretty puny rebellion. Oh goodness, I've only got 1 silver chevron. Expect them to be gold and fully armoured. I mean, that's a bit of an annoyance, really. How you get these rebel armies that spawn with masses of experience and elite units, but it's kind of refreshing to see there's just some basic units here. A lot of experience, but you know, live with that. What I also find kind of annoying is at the moment I'm getting positive 20 public order a turn. As soon as I destroy this rebellion, it seems to reverse and go back to negative public order, which I find a little bit confusing, but you know, maybe that's just me.
We hunger for battle. March. You have further orders. We hunger for battle.
Probably don't need 6 Velite in one army. Apollonia, yeah, let's get you defending there, in case there's a sort of naval incursion. Now this is finally finished, so I can get my speedy cavalry going. Good and glorious life. 3, 6, 7 legion. Ah, that seems lucky. Yeah, keep that. 2 more units. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to grab a first cohort just for kind of style points and the encourage, but I'll do that next turn. No point uselessly tying up my money. So, public order here is pretty dire. Growth in not so long. Again, I don't really want to. I think it's going to be wasting money here. So I think it's going to be quite hard to hold if they start declaring war. And how are my Thracian buddies doing? Have they got anything decent for me to recruit yet? There's a workshop, possibly. I'm not so au fait with the. I could have some Falksmen. See, Falxes are very cool, but Falxman. 38-39. I mean, I'm probably sure Legionaries is just better, right? Yeah, it's a shame. Maybe if they were the more armoured variant, I forget what they're called, like Thracian warriors or something like that. Right, I don't think we've still got the bonus to military tech, so I'm freed up into getting something else. Bit of cultural conversion, even though I get a bit of a negative from cultural conversion, I still think I'll get more public order out of it than I'll lose from it. +2 public order seems a bit rubbish, and get 3 after that. Meh. Not a big deal. Political events haven't been a big thing yet. Let's do this. Bit more money, bit less disorder. That sounds decent. Okay. Death stack, everything going fine here? Good stuff. Four. What will we do it? 2 gonna take. Uselessly tying up my money there. Ah. Well, they're probably gonna take that. But that's fine. That allowed me to attack their cities. Pretty sure they had another one around here. Didn't think it was just the one. Unless they held this and it was taken, but that seemed Ammonium. That seems like an Egyptian territory. Oh well. Our spy. Let's actually have a look. What's here? Sod all. So I might as well get into position. Public order be damned. Anything here really want upgrading? I should probably... Oh boy. Yeah, that's not great. Right, so there's probably going to be a rebellion here. I have this army quite close by to deal with that, so... Quidri, do you hate me? I'd like it if you didn't, and we could all just get along. Okay, so you like Parthia, that kind of makes sense.
Speak, my friend. And bird.
I'm not that worried. Right, any other diplomatic actions we could be taking? No, I mean there's a sort of haze of hate and indifference around here. Numidia. No, so they're going to be pretty fast with Lepidus. I'm probably not going to worry too much about taking Africa and going sort of Carthage style, fighting through Sicily. I'm just going to come up through Illyria, Cisalpina, and down into Latium itself. Right. You can't do anything else. You could be put to better use though. Let's get you up here to check out those goddamn traitors. Look at this. Skill ups everywhere. This is just Eastern Spearmen, isn't it? Oh, 2 Axemen. There you go. Oh, and there's actually a stack here. Might have spoken too soon. Probably again cultural conversion. Like I say, I still feel like I get more public order out of it than I lose. It just won't be as useful as it is normally. So now public order is starting to bubble over in a few sort of key problematic provinces, but we just have to deal with that as it springs up. Sooner we backstab Octavian, the better, I think. Take Italy. And everything else should sort of fall into place from there, I feel. Once out of Italy, I'll probably bother with having a navy, and that'll allow me to much more easily sort of get into Sicily, North Africa, Iberia. Yep. Yep. Kind of a pain it happened here and not here. Alright, they're just proper... Wow, legionaries. That's not ideal. Killed them all. Got too many public order disruptions as it is. I should probably keep this army around here because there's going to start being incursions, I suppose. I mean, it's still got a stack. That's hopeful. But I think they will get overwhelmed. So I should probably go and reinforce them once my public order is a bit more settled. Still really confused that that's in Sicily. There you go. I mean, upgrading towns is probably what's going to give me the most money. I just don't want to tie down too much into that yet. I mean, so what's the difference really? Plus 50, and then there's an additional 1%. Yeah, but then there's a trade settlements. So extra 50, yeah. Again, just a public order that kind of gets me. I'll probably turn these into civil settlements for the public order, and then just max out on industry. Although I have got this finishing quite soon. May well wait and see. Could do with a harbour here. Bit more money rolling in. Don't think I could really pull up this. Oh, without finishing. Plus 5, and I'd lose, what, 6 if I upgraded all of them. Yeah, we can live with that. And then that's more than strictly the, I think, 50 additional income, because there's a modifier on this plus 10% from industry, and when I get bread and games for running here again, that's another 10% as well. So I think if I capture 1 or 2 settlements, I'll get back up to my I think so, yeah, quite close to next level of Imperium. Ah, I didn't realise that. Plus 15% public order penalties due to presence of foreign cultures. Ah. More corruption, more political incidents. Political incidents cost more. Yep, knew about that. My faction gets more influence per turn. That's fine. Expansionism. So yeah, I mean, they sort of needed that expansionism for a while, because there is a bit of a thing with some of these campaigns where you can just you hit a sort of critical mass, and then you steamroll and it stops being fun, and then you start a new campaign. So I'm hoping that's going to help with that. Yeah, let's get first coal, it's fine. And yeah, I mean, they still get a bonus versus large, so they're still okay for anti-cavalry actions. Even though I've got a ton of cavalry, but maybe they can support my cavalry. Good stuff. Well, that's pretty much done. That legion. could do with a spy over here, though. I think I've deployed them all elsewhere. In the east.
How can I be of assistance? At your service. How may I serve?
Now. Okay, let's get on with it.
My skills.
So, no road, actually. That's a bit of a bugger. Don't think I've got military access. Unlikely they'll grant it as well.
Speak quickly.
Yeah.
Do not expect the good wine to ease your parched throat.
Shame, that's the least I'd expect of good wine. So yeah, attrition, death field going on over here. I mean, it won't be too bad, but I want to... Okay, yeah, so he has taken that. Maybe I should help Egypt sort of head this off and deal with it that way. Back here for a bit more public order. I mean, I should probably destroy this for a public order building. Oops. That'll do nicely. Okay, and east. So, killed off the rebellion, we'll post it in there, trying to kill off this other rebellion. See how well that goes. Now, replenishment rates have been nerfed as well, quite recently. So that's quite an interesting dynamic. Again, like I said, Traits and Toadies mod, there's a skill that you can sort of level up that increases replenishment rates, like it's like a cunning based one to do with logistics. So I kind of sometimes grab that on my generals. Cappadocia, seriously man. Well, I've kind of stuck with Galatia so far, so yeah, that's kind of a bugger. I should have probably abandoned them. But hell, you know, it's fun when it's hard, right? Ignore that I said that. However true it may be. Yes, that's a bit of a spanner in the works. But again, that's what makes campaigns fun, I guess. Yeah, I saw this on the front page of Reddit the other day, and everyone was complaining about how much support it lost them. No, I think that's a good spectacle. It's something people need to see. So, you know, we allow that. Let's see how public order's doing now that's finished. It's been a rebellion, so... Oh wow, it's already 8 units large and it's got legionaries in it. Might need to sidetrack. But then I don't want to get bogged down in the east. But then there's a worry that I'll overstretch my attack in west. I mean, is Octavian at war with anyone other than Pompey at the moment? He's at war with Lepidus, but I don't think there's too much action going on around here. Not that I can see, but... So I might get sort of hammered by the full force of Octavian there if I've only got one stack. Right. Armenia's holding fast, which is brilliant. That's just what I need them to do. Rebellion, I have the garrison to help, but it's probably still pretty knackered. Oh no, it's full. Give it a go. At least push them back. I mean, Catrafrax, yeah.
We hunger for battle. Advance. Come, fight for Rome.
Okay, I'll wait till that's recruited. We can deal with that.
Victory for Rome!
This is a decent prelude, I guess, to fighting other Romans. I'm not too sure how long I've been going for. I'm trying to keep each part down to around about an hour long. Both times I've recorded these, and the total of 2, I've been trying, I thought, well, I will start a timer when I start recording. That seems sensible. You know, I'll keep track of how long I've spent. I've just forgotten both times. Rain, not much good to me, but hell, it's kind of, it doesn't really matter either way, and it looks kind of cool, so let's do that.
Precious little glory and less honor in slaughtering rebels. Yet it is our work today, and work that must be done. Very well then, we will do this like soldiers, without passion or mercy. Make ready!
Without passion, wow. Cool. Probably don't want to run them too far. This is something that kind of annoys me. I think it's something to do with my graphic settings. But you see how you get this big sort of sheen that appears here? It's a bit like having a big spotlight, which is probably supposed to be the sun. But it just looks a bit weird to me. Well, I don't look at it, it's fine. Guys at probably just on this ridge. Sent some cavalry up to scout for me. In the meantime, let's sort out some groups. I'm assuming there'll be more up towards this high ground area. Here we go. Does this count as? Is this medium or heavy cav? I guess that is heavy cav. Not the heaviest though, so I don't have Draco anymore. We have Flying Wedge, Cavalry Tetsudo. Interesting. So they've got spears up front, so they're Vigiles, and they've got their legionaries at the back. That seems decently sensible.
Legionaries! Follow me! Yes, Commander! By your command!
Oh, I can't wait to get a bit of cunning and then have second wind. It's honestly such a powerful ability. Well, I'm used to playing, like I said in part 1, successor states, and successor states you obviously get things like elephants and catrafracts, so it's kind of even more amazing when it comes into units like that. We have to sort of use trample without really worrying about the ramifications, because you could just undo it. So it's probably a bit too good to be honest, but it's there. It's kind of hard to ignore it. These guys are getting a bit tired, especially these reinforcement legionaries. It's bloody rain. Probably because I'm British, you know. Affinity for the rain, although affinity is probably pushing it. Tolerance. Mild tolerance for the rain. Sort of put up with it really, because if you don't, you'll go crazy or melt, I suppose. Right, let's see how we do on ×3. Strange, since tinkering with my settings, my graphics were set a lot lower than this, and I had trouble running it at this speed. Graphics weren't as good, it was slower, and I obviously wasn't recording at the same time. But now it's kind of a bit crazy to me that it's smoother because I'm recording and the graphics are set higher. But there you go. Upgraded my RAM, which I think has helped a hell of a lot. I mean, I guess a lot with recording as well, because I was down at 4 gig. Just upgraded to 8. I've also checked the option for when your GPU runs out of RAM, or memory rather, it can sort of tap into the system memory. That's probably been the biggest factor for me. Come on lads, come on. It does look quite nice though, this sort of rainy mist, because I've been playing a Seleucid campaign in the beta, so I'm quite used to lots of harsh desert landscapes, which this, you know, this kind of is, but it's raining, so there's that. Oh, it's not really a desert, I suppose. Close to it though. Don't think I can be bothered waiting for these guys' energy to come back up. But I'm not going to run them into battle either. I'm probably going to focus on this flank, my cavalry, excuse me, and then pin them, recharge, and once I've dealt with the general, I mean these Vigiles, they're undisciplined, they should give way, and that just leaves me with this back line of legionaries to start recharging. So, it's not a problem.
Legionaries! Advance at speed! We await orders. Forward! Charge! Ready and waiting.
Ferlantes, routing, so it's missile fire, we're not even in that mix yet. These legionaries are chasing me, that's fine. Right, throw some javelins at the back of these guys. Come on. Come on. This is... I don't know if this is a bug that I've sort of been dealing with lately since this patch, where sometimes you can have skirmishing mode off, and still for some reason you give a attack commands to skirmishers and they sort of just run about for a bit. There we go. Yes, that's gloriously bloody. Ugh, that's brutal. The old javelin in the back trick. That's a decent amount of missile fire. I'd probably rout before there's enough charge, to be honest, but finish off with some missile fire. You're out. Job done. Outnumbered them ever so slightly. Kind of had missile superiority, cavalry superiority, infantry superiority. That's fine. They deserved it. They were dirty rebels. Right, I'm probably going to try and wrap it up here. Let me just check if there's anything that needs my immediate attention. Yep, right to the guts. Because I have a feeling this has been at least an hour. Yeah, 1 second wind. Screw it. If I rush you, see if you can get back into town, get the public order slightly less than disastrous. There's still this monstrosity to deal with. Probably going to need another general. You seem pretty decent. Probably need you to be infantry, to be honest. Right, see that income per turn starting to drop now. Quite drastically. Okay, no skill ups. Nope, I'm probably going to stop right there. So that's been a decent session. Okay guys, thanks very much for tuning in again, if you have, and, you know, if you like what I'm sort of doing here, or think it's got some potential, click and subscribe, then that'd be great. Sort of let me know if I'm doing things right or wrong. Again, any comments, your volume levels are terrible, you pratter on too much, you know, just let me know, and I'll try and fix that out. Yep, so I'll catch you next time guys, cheers.